absolutely bring it along, work with it. If you don't, feel free to use anything else that you've got, or you can just leave it out at any point. So I'm going to reach all the way up towards the top end of your mat, spreading out your fingers, moving your hips back, raising your gaze, and let's start to gently draw your body along the ground, rolling down the shoulders and lifting the chin up. And then as we draw up into a cat stretch, rounding up through your shoulders and your back. And if we take the head and the tailbone away, and now sit all the way back down upon your heels. And again, breathing in as you draw the body up and along the ground. And then breathing out, let's pull up through the belly as we round through the shoulders and the back. Breathing in to take the head and tailbone away. And breathing out to sit it all the way back. Breathing in, let's draw the body up and along the ground. And now breathing out, curling with your toes and sending the hips back and away. Breathing in to draw forwards to a high plank. And breathing out as we bend the knees and sit on back. Breathing in to draw the body up and along the ground. And breathing out to curl the toes, sending the hips back and away. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. And breathing out to bend your knees and sitting all the way back. Breathing in, pull the body up and along the ground. Breathing out, sending the hips away and pressing into downward facing dog. Breathing in, forwards to a strong high plank. Breathing out to bend your knees and sit it back. Breathing in, pull your body up and along the ground. And breathing out, let's curl the toes and send the hips back. Breathing in, draw forwards to a high plank. And breathing out, bend your knees and sit back upon your heels. Breathing in as we draw the body along the ground, lifting the chin. Breathing out, sending the hips away and the head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a strong plank. Breathing out to bend the knees and sit on back. Couple more times. Breathing in to draw the body up and through. And breathing out to curl the toes and send the hips back and away. Breathing in, forwards to a high plank. Breathing out to bend your knees and sitting all the way back. One more time, breathing in, drawing the body along the ground and lifting the chin. And breathing out, sending your hips back and pressing away. Breathing in, forwards to a high plank. And breathing out, bending the knees and sitting back. And then this time, breathing in, pull the body up and through. Breathing out, remaining in the downward dog, and walking it from one foot to the other. And just treading it down, working the hips a little from one side to the other. And just noticing how the hamstrings are for you today. Noticing the lower back muscles as you work your hips from side to side. And now let's come on down to your knees, placing your right foot forwards, and just taking down your right hand to the side of your foot. Bring your left arm to stretch across, take a nice big reach into the side body. And then bring the hand back down, curling with your toes, lifting the knee. And as you turn out to the right, looking up towards your thumb, pushing well into the back heel, gain the calf stretch. And then letting your knee back down upon the floor. Let's come up through the middle, raising your arms high. And maybe taking your right hand back behind the left. Taking in a little bit of a shoulder girdle stretch. letting your arms all the way back down, moving back upon that back knee. Dig the heel in, draw the toes back. And of course, always bend the knee. If you get into this position, you've got a bit of soreness behind the knee, just soften the knee slightly. But if we can, we want to take a little bit of an extension through the tailbone, drawing back your shoulders, and then sending your toes down and in towards the floor, and then drawing your toes all the way back. Again, sending the toes down and in towards the floor, and then drawing it all the way back. One more time, pressing through the foot, and then drawing all the way back on up. And then if we round up through your back, pop your knees to come up and underneath you. Bring back your upper body and your shoulders. Now taking a deep breath in, raising one arm. As you breathe out, let's follow that hand all the way back and down to your leg. Changing it over, deep breath in. As you breathe out, opening the chest, the shoulder, following the hand back. Again, deep breath in. As you breathe out, lengthening, really trying to open up that front part of your body. Breathing out, taking the arm back, working with the movement of your neck, just getting a little bit of gentle release in here. Two more, breathing out as we follow that hand gracefully back. And changing over, deep breath in, breathing out and opening it back and down. And let's step forwards with the left leg. Take down your left hand to the side of your foot. Bring your right arm to stretch across, looking on up towards your hand. And then letting that hand back down against the floor, curling your toes, lifting up the back knee, turning to the left and raising your left arm. Again, really stretching back into the back calf. And then bring the knee all the way back on down. Let's come back up with your upper body. Raising both of your arms. Taking maybe the left hand behind the right if you can. Working into a shoulder girdle stretch and a hip flexor stretch. And then releasing your arms, coming all the way back upon that back knee. Dig the heel in, draw your toes back. And just dropping back the shoulders, extending out through the tailbone. And giving a little bit more release into the ankle and the toes, lengthening your foot downwards. And then drawing it back. Again, let's lengthen the toes downwards. And then drawing all the way back. One more time, lengthening toes towards the floor. And then drawing all the way back and up. And then if you round up through your back here, and let's come around onto your back. And now when we get there, let's just place the feet in touching distance. And let's just start off by working the shoulders upwards towards your ears. Set them back and slide them down. And doing that a few times. So contract the muscles, slide them open and back. One more time. And when you slide your shoulder blades down, try and walk the shoulders a little bit further away from your ears. Really open up the collarbone. Maybe wriggle the neck a little bit further out from your shoulders. And then just gently work your lower back towards the floor. Find an imprint with your lower back. And releasing the back away from the ground. Again, sending your lower back down towards the floor. Find your imprint. And then releasing the back away. And then one more, just pressing downwards. And when we settle out into neutral, just feel very natural hollow formed between the lower back and the ground. Coming into your breath work, take a long deep breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, let's blow the breath out with a little energy. As you breathe in, be conscious of the ribcage widening, the belly remaining flat. And as you breathe out, let's draw up from the pelvic floor, connecting to the core center of your body. And just do that a few times, really develop that deeper breath in. You might not do it all the way through, and that strong breath out, but the more that you do it, the more heightened awareness of being you'll get. You'll get a really great oxygenation of the brain, great for increasing your feeling of well-being, positive feelings coming into your body. And as you breathe out, engaging with the core. Okay, now starting today with our shoulder bridge. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, let's work the hips away from the ground and raise up onto your shoulders. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with the core as you lower your back, vertebrae by vertebrae, and then all the way back to neutral on the ground. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, imprinting the spine, peel the back away from the ground without clenching your buttocks if you can. Breathing in, and again breathing out and engaging with the core as you lower. Again, breathing in, breathing out and engaging with the core as you lift. Breathing in, and breathing out and engaging with the core as you lower. And I'm going to work the arms in today, but I'm going to use a circle between the hands. Again, you don't have to, you can just do the work with your arms as always. So taking a deep breath in, breathing out to gently raise the hips up from the floor. Breathing in, raising your arms. Breathing out, engage the core a little bit stronger as you take your arms backwards, maybe with that circle as well. Breathing in to raise it back up again. Then breathing out to lower your back and your arms all the way down so that the circle's coming back down to your legs. Breathing in, breathing out to ripple your hips up and away from the ground. Breathing and raise the arms, so the arms, the circles above your body. Breathing out, engaging the core a little bit stronger as you take your arms back. Breathing in to raise it back up again. Then breathing out to slowly lower. And just being careful to really try and keep the shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in, breathing out to ripple the hips up and away from the ground. Breathing in, raise the circle. Breathing out, engaging your core a little bit stronger as your arms go back. Breathing in to draw back up again. And breathing out to lower all the way back on down. One more time, deep breath in. As you breathe out, ripple through the spine and lift your shoulders. Breathing in, raising the circle. Breathing out, engaging the core a little bit stronger as your arms go back. Breathing in to draw back up again. And then breathing out to lower all the way back on down. Okay, now I'm going to go to our prep next. And I'm going to use a circle between the knees. But you could, of course, do this position without a circle. I'm going to bring both of your hands back behind your head. As you breathe in through your nose, nod your chin. And as you breathe out of your mouth, raising your upper body and squeezing if you have a circle. You could use a ball also. Breathing in to let go. And then breathing out to squeeze as you lower all the way back down, back to neutral on the floor. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out and engaging with the core as you lift. Breathing in to let go. And then breathing out, squeeze, engaging the core as you lower all the way back on down. Breathing in, nod the chin. Breathing out as you lift, keep the distance of a fist between your chin and chest. Breathing in, let go. And then breathing out, give a little squeeze as you lower. You could also, if you're feeling really strong today, do this with your feet off the ground. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, giving a little squeeze and circle as you lift. Breathing in, letting go. And breathing out, a little squeeze as you lower all the way back on down. Breathing in, nodding the chin. Breathing out, a little squeeze as you lift. Breathing in, letting go. And breathing out, a little squeeze as you lower all the way back on down. Breathing in to nod the chin. Breathing out, squeeze as you letting go. Breathing out, squeeze as you lower all the way back on down. One more time. Breathing in, nod the chin. And breathing out, just squeeze as you lift. Breathing in, let go. And breathing out, squeeze as you lower all the way back on down. Okay, taking away the circle. And let's gently draw the body over onto your forearms, onto your hands, sorry, today. And I'm going to work today into the press up with the circle. Now, you can do what I was going to say, is your forearm on your elbows, okay? If you would prefer to do that today, by all means, please do. You can also use either the handle beneath you, or you can use the smooth part of the circle, okay? So if you feel that you want to do a press up instead, okay, you could also do that. But what we're going to do with the circle is enable the body to stay really strong and take the mini dips. So you don't want to go so far to the floor that the circle is forced out of beneath the body, okay? So just take the dip to, again, a very nice sort of easy stage. So I'm putting the circle beneath the body, just beneath your breastbone. Place the hands beneath your shoulders and then moving out into the toes. So you're looking slightly ahead. Now as we breathe in, we're dipping. As we breathe out, we're pushing. Or you're staying up in your forearm plank. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, out 3. In, out 4. In, out 5. In, out 6, looking forwards. In, out 7. In, out 8. In, out 9. In, out 10. In, out 11. In, out 12. In, out 13. In, out 14. In, out 15. In, out 16. In, out 17. In, out 18. In, out 19. And in, out 20. Gently sit your body back. Okay, taking the circle away and just coming all the way down upon your belly there for me. Now I'm working next in with the circle again, but this time I'm going to place it over the back body. Now when we come up, in a moment, I'm going to offer that we lift the circle off the back body to help the triceps begin to get a little bit engaged for you. With this position, okay, we want to try and push downwards if we're using the circle. Now you could equally also use a band. So if you don't have a circle, a band would do too. First of all though, dropping your forehead down in towards the floor and just dropping your shoulders upon the floor. No band usage or no circle usage to begin. Breathing in as we roll back and down with both shoulders. As you breathe out to lift and try and turn your palms to open a little. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower and let the shoulders all the way back down. Breathing in to roll back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out to lower all the way down, let the shoulders back. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and breathing out to lower, let the shoulders all the way back. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with the core as we lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower. And if you prefer using that version. Okay, next time. Breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. And as we breathe out, lifting the circle off the back body. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, let the shoulders back down. Breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to push that circle away from the body. Breathing in to stay, And breathing out to lower and let the shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. And breathing out as you lift, sending your fingers away from the body. Breathing in, and then breathing out as we lower, letting the shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, let your shoulders back down. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to push the circle out and away from you. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower, shoulders drop down. One more time, breathing in, draw down with the shoulders, and breathing out as you lift, pushing out and away from you. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower all the way back. And let's take the circle away and come up onto your hands and your knees. Now let's just come up to recover that usage of your back. So let's bring the fingertips just off the side edges of your mat. As we bend at the elbows, lowering your body so your heart comes down through the middle. And then as we tuck the head in, rounding through your shoulders and your back, lifting high. Let's come on down. Elbows widen, heart comes down through the middle. And let's come on up, lifting high, up through the shoulders and the back. Again, coming on down, elbows widen, heart comes down through the middle. As we come up, let's lift high through the shoulders and up into the back. One more time, coming on down, elbows widen. And then coming on up, lifting up through the shoulders and the back. Alright, now coming around to a seated position. And let's work into rolling backwards. So we can use a circle, alright? It's not really going to sort of change much, okay? But it might give you a different focus. So when we're rolling backwards, we want to try and increase the range of natural movement through the lower back. Okay, so we're sitting that body up nice and tall. Maybe you're looking to the top edge of your circle. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let's slowly roll the body back to about halfway. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with the core, sitting up nice and tall. Again, deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently sinking your way through the back. Breathing in, and breathing out to draw up. And halfway, if it's enough, is enough. Deep breath in. As you go back, if it feels good, and this is a natural position for you, maybe lower back to your shoulder blades. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging with your core, sitting all the way back up. Again, deep breath in, breathing out, engaging the core, lowering your body back a little. Breathing in, breathing out, imprinting the spine, healing, smoothing back up. Again, deep breath in, breathing out, slowly rolling your body back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, engaging your core, peeling the body all the way back up. Deep breath in, strong breath out, lowering your body carefully back and down. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Imprint your spine and sitting back up. Last one coming up, deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering your body back. Breathing in, breathing out, engaging with the core and peeling back up. Okay, now I'm going to bring us round onto our sides. So today I am going to use a circle on its end. Alright, now again, if you don't have a circle, then just working through the positions, single leg lift, okay, and then we're lifting the bottom leg up. So you can do it without a circle, it will just not have the same squeezing effect on hips, so the muscles won't work quite as hard, but you can still do it. So we can take the body all the way out and along the floor, hips are nicely stacked up. Taking a deep breath in, And then as you breathe out, let's gently squeeze and press onto the circle, breathing in to release. Okay, so we're breathing out to press down, breathing in to release. Breathing out, engaging with the core, breathing in to release. Again, breathing out to engage with the core. Now leaving the top leg as it is and breathing out to lift the bottom leg up, breathing into lower. Breathing out to lift the bottom leg into lower. Again, breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out, drawing it up, pointing the toes. Lower, one more time. And then bringing the top leg inside and pressing on the inside of the circle. So this time, pressing away, push, breathing into lower. Breathing out, engaging the core and press into lower. Again, breathing out, press away into lower. Breathing out to press and lower. One more time. And then bring that top leg on top again then for me. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, give a little squeeze. Breathe in to release. Breathing out, engaging the core, pressing down. Breathing in. Again, breathing out to press down. Breathing in. Again, breathing out to squeeze. And back. Now lifting the bottom leg up. Breathing out to press and lower. Drawing the leg up and lower. Breathing out, squeeze and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. One more. Breathing out, lift, lower. Let's bring the top leg inside. And again, really pushing upwards. Breathe out, resist. Breathe into lower. Feel those muscles working all the way from the side of the knee up to the hip and lower. Breathing out to resist and lower. Two more. Breathing out, press and lower. Breathing out, press, lower. Have one more set if you can. So breathing out, pressing down, breathing in. Breathing out to press down, breathing in, release. Again, breathing out to press and release. One more time. And then let's lift the bottom leg. Breathing out, drawing up and lower. Breathing out, lift the leg and lower. Nice strong work here for the inner thigh muscles and lower. One more time and lower. Let's bring that top leg inside the circle and then resist, push away. Breathe in, lower. Breathing out to resist and lower. Two more, resist and lower. One more and relax. Okay, taking the circle away and just drawing in the top leg, and let's take it in for a quad stretch. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, gently drawing the knee back. Find that stretch all the way along the front of your thigh. And then letting it go, let's come on up to your elbow. Draw the knees forwards of your body and getting ready for your side bend. As we come up onto the elbow, breathing out, we're reaching out of your waist and breathing in as you lower. As you come up, breathing out to lift into lower. Alright, either stay on the elbow today or come on up to your hand, opening up with your knee and your chest. And then if you'd like to, go up and reaching up past your ear, breathing in as you lower it back. As you go up, breathing out, inner thighs draw up together, and you're stretching out of your waist, breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out to lift, breathing in as you lower. Again, breathing out as we lift, stretching it out from the waist, in as we lower. Again, breathing out to press. Big lift and lower. Last couple if you can, but of course you're doing what you can today. Don't over push. And one more, breathing out as we reach. And down. Okay, let's come around to the other side. So placing circle out and along your mat. Placing your bottom leg inside, top leg on top. And then take your body to come all the way out and along the ground. Okay, and getting ready. Deep breath in, pointing your toes. As you breathe out, let's press down on top of the circle, breathing in to release. And again, breathing out, giving a little squeeze, breathing in to release. And again, breathing out, press down and release. One more here. And then the bottom leg coming up, breathing out to lift and lower. Breathing out, draw up and lower, keep pointing the toes, lift and lower, one more there, and then let's draw in the top leg, pushing on the top edge of your circle, so you're breathing out to press, breathing in, breathing out to press away, and in, breathing out to press, and lower, breathing out to press, and lower, one more, breathing out, press, and lower, top leg on top again for me, and then again, squishing it down, breathing out, breathing into release, engaging the core as you press, and release, breathing out to squeeze, and release, one more time, let's bring the bottom leg up, breathing out, lift, and lower. Bring the bottom leg to lift and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. One more time. And let's bring the top leg inside. And breathing out, resist as you push away and lower. Breathing out to resist and lower. Breathing out, resist and lower. One more time. And then let's bring that top leg on top, one more set. Breathing out to press down, breathe in, release. Breathing out to squeeze and release. Breathing out to squeeze and release. Breathing out to press. Bring the bottom leg up, breathing out, lift and lower. Breathing out to lift and lower. Drawing the leg up strong. And lower, one more time, and lower. Let's bring that top leg inside, and breathing out, resist, pushing away, and lower. Breathing out to resist, and lower. And again, breathing out to resist, and lower. One more time, and relax. Okay, taking away the circle, and drawing in the top leg. Drawing the knee back a little. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's draw the knee back. Keep breathing here. Relaxing the muscles into the stretch. And then gently letting that knee forwards. Coming up onto your elbow, drawing your knees to pop in a little. And now as we come on up into your side bend, lifting up from beneath your body, your oblique muscle strength, breathing in to lower. And again, really pull up into the core as you reach and stretch it over. Breathing in. If you want to go on up onto the hand, knees and chest opening, lifting the chin. And then when we come on up, same thing, just a little bit higher and lower. And again, as you go up, engaging with the core and reach. Breathing in as you lower. And again, breathing out to press and lift. And lower. Again, breathing out. Pulling up through the core center as you reach it over. open. Let's draw across your opposite arm towards your opposite leg. So right arm towards your left leg. Gently releasing your body forwards here. Feel that stretch into the lower back area, into latissimus dorsi, along the side of your body, up towards your armpit. And let's come on up and change. Drawing the knee in, drawing the knee to press away, and then taking your left arm cross towards your right. And then drawing your body back on up. Okay, now I'm going to work into a little rotation work here. So I'm sitting the body up nice and tall. Got a lovely strength there to the spine. So I'm going to take the hands in front of the chest, relaxing your shoulders down. And as you gently rotate, breathing out, turning from the middle of your body, and then breathing in to draw back. Breathing out, taking a little rotate, and breathing in to draw back. Do that again. So as you turn, just try and feel you're moving from the center of your body, breathing on in. And again, breathing out, moving the body across, and in. Now I'm going to further it into the bow over the leg. So breathing in to turn, breathing out to take a little bow over your leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in to turn the upper body. Breathing out to take a little bow over the leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out, taking a little bow over the leg. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, engaging the core to the middle. Breathing in to turn. Breathing out, little bow over the leg. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, engaging the core. Now either carry on with your arms here, or maybe open the arms up wide. Breathing in, turning the body. Breathing out, taking a little bow across and over the leg. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out, taking that bow over your leg. Breathing in to come back up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. One more set. Breathing in, return. Breathing out, rounding through your back. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, navel back to the spine. Breathing in as we turn. Breathing out to bow the body over. Breathing in to come up. Breathing out, coming back to the middle. And then letting your arms all the way back down. Okay, now I'm going to come around back up onto your hands and your knees. And I'm going to work the glutes a little here. Now, if you don't want to go back up onto your hands again, very much feel free to be on your forearms and lift up the same leg, because we are going to be staying on the same leg. I'm going to work with a circle, and it's going to come just off the edge of my mat. My hand, for the other side of your body, is going to be in a line with the hand that's on the handle. Now, if you can, have your palm lovely and flat. Try not to grip the handle. And again, don't try to push too hard down. We just want a gentle press to incorporate usage of the shoulder. And it's also going to challenge the balance a little bit. So remember, you're taking your opposite leg out to the back. And as you breathe out, we're lifting the leg and pushing down, breathing in to release. Breathing out, pushing down, lifting the leg, breathing in. Like I say, feel free, if you don't have a circle, you can certainly do this just with your arm out to the side. That would be okay. And try not to rock forwards and backwards. Okay, your torso is very still. The leg is coming up and the hand is pressing down, but we're not changing the positioning of the head. Okay, so as you press down and press up, breathing out, breathing in, and again breathing out and in, breathing out, engage the core, breathing in, breathing out to press, and in, breathing out, press, and in, again engage the core, and in, 2 more on that leg, breathing out to lift, and lower, 1 more, and draw that knee in. Let's change the other side, hand on the other side, and palm facing downwards onto your handle, extend the leg, and as you breathe out, press, breathing in to release, breathing out, press, lift the opposite leg, and release, breathing out, engage with the core, breathing and release, breathing out to engage the core, and release, and again, breathing out, press, and release, good, engage, and back, breathe out, press and squeeze into the back side, keeping that leg line lovely and straight, and again, breathing out to press, and lower, again, breathing out, lift the leg, and lower, 2 more here, breathing out, press, and lower, 1 more, and relax. Okay, place your circle down. Just going to come into a little bit of release work for your hips and your glutes. So I'm going to draw the right knee towards the right wrist and slide the left leg back behind. Piling the hands up and then just lowering your forehead down and upon your fingers. And so now finding the stretch into the hips and the glutes. And bring the body back on up. Let's change the other side. So bringing in your left knee to your left wrist. Releasing the body downwards, keeping the hips centralized. And lowering your forehead down towards your fingers. Okay, and then gently bring your body back on up. And let's come around onto your back. So placing your body all the way back down and along the floor. Ground your feet and let's just loosen off the lower back, coming into the 100. Now as we bring the legs up, one and then the other, feel free to leave your head down or be supported on a cushion or a block. If you're okay to bring your head up, you can maybe choose to keep your elbows wide, or you can pat the air. If your hamstrings feel okay to lengthen the legs away from your body. And let's go in for your breathing now, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. Lovely long deep breath in. As you breathe out, really squeeze and pull up. Maybe shut your eyes. And just use this as your little focus of breathing, your little meditation on the 100. Going 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 62, 3, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 3, 74, 75, 6, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 5, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Gently bring it on down. Okay, now taking your circle, and we can place one foot inside of the circle and then just gently ease that leg in for a hamstring stretch. Now the other leg you can leave it grounded or you can straighten it all the way out and along the floor, whatever feels better for you. And you could also do this with a band. Okay, so if you don't have a circle, you could use a band or just reaching upwards towards your leg. And now just take the leg a little out to the side. Keep your opposite hip down. Find that stretch of the inner thigh. We've done a fair amount of work there for the inner thighs today. And then bring the leg back on up. Changing it over. Bring that leg in towards you. And then taking the leg to draw open to the side. And then bring the leg all the way back up. All right, one more position today. So I'm going to use a circle in front of the chest, lengthening out through with your fingers. So I'm going to work in with our heel dig and to squeeze the circle as we take the heel down. So by the feet in the air, and as we dig one heel down, give a little squeeze to the circle and then draw back up, changing legs. Breathing out. Now working the abdominals here from lower to upwards and back. Breathing out. Engage the core, dig down. Breathing in. Trying to keep a neutral back if you can. Breathing in. Lowering that leg down as one unit. Breathing in back up. Breathing out. Dig away. Breathing in and back up. Breathing out, dig the heel towards the floor, breathing in, breathing out to press away, breathing in, again breathing out as you press down, breathing in back up, breathing out to push away, breathing in, engaging with the core, breathing in, and again breathing out to press down, breathing in. Two more here. Breathing out to press. Breathing in. One more time. And in. Okay, and placing your circle down. Let's come around back to seated again. And this time working into a little seated twist. So if we take the right leg to come over the left leg, either leave your left leg straight, or if you'd like to, fold it up to the side of you, drawing your left arm into your right knee, sitting the body up nice and tall and looking right up over your shoulder. And you can choose either to hold the leg, come into half press, or we can go beneath the knee and find the fingers. Gently, let's let's release it back out. Taking your left leg over your right, and then maybe drawing the leg beneath you, reaching around with your right arm, hugging the knee in, looking over your shoulder, and then any other variation that you use from the other side. All the way back round. Now come into a seated position of your choice. I'm going to do a little bit of work on releasing for your triceps. So I'm going to lengthen the arms out and away, and then just reaching backwards, and then opening it out. And again, reaching it backwards, and then opening it out. And again, reaching back and open. Okay, a couple more. Getting into that range of motion. And now taking one arm up, dropping it back, positioning the elbow behind the head a little if you can, letting the hand come around the front of your face and take a hold of your fingers and gently pull on down if you can. So you can again direct how much you want to take that stretch to. And either stay or reach around and see if the fingers are available. And then we'll swap it over. Again, taking that arm up, pulling down a little perhaps, encouraging the arm across, reaching around, holding the hand, finding again, that you're just making that stretch where you want it to be today. And then maybe reach around and see if the fingers are available. And relax. And then pushing your fingertips down and against the floor. Drape your hand over the top. Gently encourage the head to draw across a little here. And then going to the back corner of your head and drawing the head over a little. Coming back on up, let's change sides. Fingertips pushing down, draping the hand over, taking the head across a little. Just let the weight of your hand be enough. And then the back corner of your head and draw across slightly. And then coming back on up. And let's just let the arms reach on forward, stretch. As you breathe in, come up high. As you breathe out, opening it back and wide. Again, let's reach in on forwards. Deep breath in, coming up high. Breathing out, opening it back and wide. One more time, reaching forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out, opening it back. All right, now you are all finished for today. Well done, well done.